my friend. It's Brother Peter. Tidbits from the Word. I'm here today to encourage, to exhort, to probe, to ask you a question. Do you really believe what you say you believe? If you really believe what you say you believe, you act on it. There's a good possibility today that if you are watching this, you're probably old enough to be driving, and you're going to pick your keys up this morning or sometime today. You're going to go out and you're going to put them in the ignition of a car or a truck, and you believe that they're going to start that car or truck, and you're going to put them in there, you're going to turn them over, and it's going to crank that motor up, and you're going to drive off in that vehicle. Now that's the action of the belief, that you put the keys in there and did that. Now you put action to your belief. My question to you today would be, do you have Bible reading action in your life? Do you say, I believe Jesus was the Son of God. I believe He was the Word of God. I believe He is the light of men. I believe He is all the wisdom in the world is wrapped up in this one person, Jesus Christ. If you believe that, have you put the keys in the ignition yet? Have you said, God, forgive me of my sin? Come into my heart and save my soul? I'm just asking you some simple questions today. I'm just probing you today and saying, where are you? Where are you in life? Can you ask yourself and answer these things? Do you have the peace of God in your heart? Are you satisfied with the quality of life that you're living? Are you satisfied with the peace that you do have, if you have any peace at all? If you have any, it's only from Christ. Now, I read a little while ago in another excerpt, we were talking about John and about Jesus coming. Now, as I study this Word, I study it as the Word of God. And as I study it as the Word of God, I take it literally. I use a King James Version Bible. I have all the other paraphrases and the other things. But the King James is a very clear, crystal clear, and to me it has the authorizationship of Jesus Christ as the true one. Now, in chapter 8 of the book of Proverbs, we find, doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice. Now, I'm 68. I'm from the old school. And the old school that I'm from reverenced ladies. Reverenced the female gender as ladies. It's like ladies are like queens. They're like princesses when they're young, and they're queens when they're older. And they require reverence and do benevolence to the proper lady who is a real lady. I'm afraid that we have come to a day that where we have male genders. They're not gentlemen, they're not statesmen, they're not even gentlemen, they are males. You can't even hardly render the word any other than the fact that they're just males, and they have become worthless males. And we have females that have become worthless females. They're female, but they're not feminine, and they're not lady, and they're not ladylike, they're not queenly, they're not stately. They're not stately people. we have made, through our laxness, a group of people who are dogly or animal-like or animalistic. They chew on each other. They are totally opposed to everything that's right. Now let's get back to where we are. We're in the Word. And if you're in the Word, you're interested in the Word. She, wisdom, standeth in the top of the high places by the way, in the place of the paths. That's verse 2 of chapter 8. Talking about wisdom, and this wisdom is a lady, a very prominent lady, a lady good to look at, a lady good to indulge with and to be part of. And this is what is brought to us to understand that this one is the one that we're supposed to have in our life. And it says, she crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in of the doors. Now, the lady I'm talking about is right here in my hand. This is the Word of God. This is the lady that we're supposed to indulge in. This is the one we're supposed to take into our heart. And if we have two wives today, in this day and age, one of them is supposed to be this Word, and this wife is supposed to come before the physical wife. And this wife, if you put this wife first, and then your second wife, your physical wife, you'll have a happy life. And she will have a happy life, and she won't mind sharing you one bit with this wife. And this is supposed to be your first love. You know, I said the other day in a testimony meeting that the Lord has sent me back to my first love. You say, what do you mean sent you back, Brother Peter? You've been in the Word 40 years. You know there's a possibility of being in the Word and still being backslid. You begin to take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. This is a love letter from Jesus Christ. And this love letter is to everybody that's born again. And this, the name Bible and the name you together means that every word that's written in here is written as a love letter to you. Now, when I find an old love letter my wife sent me when I was away from home for a little period, and I read it, and it says, Dear Peter, I love you, I miss you, hugs and kisses, I wish you were here, and all that, it still makes my heart patter. Why? Because it's from the love of my life, my wife. Now, this is from the love of God, and this is the other one that's in my life, and I love it too. Now, every word that's in it is for me. Even the words that would say, you better straighten up, you better fly right, you better attain unto my wisdom. And I want to say to you this morning, we need to attain. Listen to this, verse 4. Unto you, O man, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. Now, whose voice is to the sons of men? That's the voice of God. And where is the voice of God? That's the Word of God. And where is the Word of God? That's Jesus Christ. And he said, I am a living Word and a light. Look at verse 5. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. That's where it takes place first, in the heart. If you've been foolish and gone through your life and haven't asked Jesus to forgive you of your sin, come in your heart and save your soul, you need to do that. Once you do that, then you can understand this word. It'll become your word.